Narcissists think they've won, but loyal women always get the last laugh. Alright, listen up. You know that feeling when someone you trusted, someone you gave your all to, turns around and stabs you right in the back? Yeah, that kind of betrayal. But here's the thing. What they don't know is that you won't just bounce back. No. You'll never be the same again. And the narcissist? He's out there thinking he's got the upper hand, thinking he's in control. Little does he know he's just playing with fire, and one day he's going to get burned. Because here's the thing about loyal women. We don't forget, we don't forgive, but we sure as hell transform. You take everything from us, and we become something completely different. Something unrecognizable. Something you can't control. But the narcissist? He'll never see it coming. He thinks he's won, but in reality, he's just put the wheels in motion for his own regret. And trust me, that regret? It's coming. Now, let me tell you why narcissists will always regret hurting loyal women. The unseen transformation. You think it's just another heartbreak. You think, she'll get over it, right? But that's where you're wrong. Because when a loyal woman gets burned by a narcissist, something happens, something irreversible. It's not just about the tears or the pain, that's the easy part. No, this is deeper. This is the kind of transformation that shakes you to your core. Imagine it like this. A piece of her gets ripped out, something vital, something irreplaceable. And once it's gone, it's never coming back. The trust? Gone. The innocence? Gone. The part of her that believed in unconditional love, in loyalty, in the goodness of others? Gone. She becomes someone new, not out of spite, not out of anger, but because the betrayal has forced her to adapt, to grow. But here's the kicker. The narcissist will never see it. He'll think she's weak, that she's fragile. But what he doesn't get is that this is her metamorphosis. This is her becoming more than she ever was. And he? Well, he'll just be left standing in the ruins of his own lies, watching the woman he thought he controlled slip away into something he could never comprehend. The illusion of control. He thinks he's got it all figured out. He believes he's got her wrapped around his finger, doesn't he? He thinks he's the puppet master, pulling all the strings, controlling every move she makes, every word she says. He's got her so convinced that she needs him, that he owns her, that she'll never walk away. But here's the punchline he'll never see coming. He's the one who's being controlled. Now, I know you're probably thinking, but wait, she's stuck, right? She's too emotionally invested, too deep in it. Wrong. That's where the irony kicks in. You see, when she goes silent, when she starts pulling back, when she detaches, he thinks it's a sign of weakness. A sign of defeat. But no. That silence? That detachment? That's her final act of rebellion. That's her taking control. Her silence isn't weakness, it's power. It's her saying, I don't need you. I never did. It's her showing the world that she can stand on her own 2 feet and leave his sorry ass behind without looking back. And he won't even realize it until it's too late, until he's staring at the wreckage of his own making, wondering where the hell it all went wrong. That's the irony of it all. The more he thought he controlled her, the more he unknowingly drove her to take control of herself. The final straw moment. And then it happens. The moment you've been waiting for. The straw that breaks the camel's back. One final betrayal, one last push, and everything clicks into place. Suddenly, she's not blind anymore. She sees him for who he really is, a hollow shell of a man, a fragile ego wrapped in a smooth facade, a man who's so broken, so insecure, that he can't even see the damage he's caused. It's like flipping a switch in her mind. What? Simple. Moment. And just like that, everything she thought was real, everything she believed in, it's gone. The man she thought she loved? Just a mirage. The promises he made? All lies. The person she tried to save? Never wanted to be saved. It's a gut punch to the soul, but it's also the greatest gift she'll ever receive. Because in that moment, she's free. She's free from the illusion, free from the manipulation, and free from the trap he set for her. It's like waking up from a nightmare, and suddenly, everything makes sense. She doesn't just see him for what he is, she sees herself for who she truly is, strong, resilient, and worthy. The truth? It hits harder than any betrayal ever could. And now, she's ready to walk away from it all. The power of detachment. So, what happens next? What does a woman do when she's had enough of being the emotional punching bag? When she's finally realized that her worth isn't tied to someone else's approval? She walks away. But here's the thing. It's not just her leaving him. It's something deeper. It's like her essence, her soul, is walking out the door with her. She's taking back what was hers all along. Her confidence, her self-respect, her peace of mind. And when she walks away, it's not just physical distance she's putting between them. It's emotional freedom. Freedom from the lies, the manipulation, the toxicity. The narcissist doesn't understand this. He'll think she's just another woman who couldn't handle his game. But what he doesn't get is that she's not just detaching from him, she's detaching from everything he stood for. She's reclaiming her life, her identity, and her power. Her detachment is like a rebirth. It's a silent war cry. I am no longer yours. I belong to myself now. And the thing about it is, when she walks away, she's not walking into emptiness. She's walking into the freedom to become the woman she was always meant to be, stronger, more self-aware, and untouchable. It's a powerful thing, and the narcissist? He'll never understand it until it's far too late. The rebirth of the dark empath. And now we get to the grand finale. The final evolution. What happens to a woman after she's been through the emotional gauntlet? After she's been tested, betrayed, and forced to walk away from the narcissist's toxic grip? She doesn't crumble. She doesn't break. No, she rises. She rises like a phoenix from the ashes, not consumed by the flames, but empowered by them. You see, the woman who walked into this mess wasn't the same one who walks out. No, she's been forged in fire. Every insult, every manipulation, every betrayal, it didn't kill her. It made her stronger. But here's the kicker, she doesn't become vengeful. She doesn't turn into the very thing she despised. She doesn't become toxic. Instead, she becomes smarter, wiser. She's learned, through brutal experience, how to protect herself, how to read the signs, how to navigate the world with a new kind of emotional intelligence. This is what I call the dark empath. She's still capable of love, still capable of compassion, but now she knows exactly who deserves it. She understands the depth of her own power. And while she may have once been blinded by the idea of unconditional love, now she's fully aware of the conditions that must be met for someone to earn that love. She's no longer the woman who will tolerate abuse for the sake of love. She's learned how to detach, how to rise above, and how to take what life has thrown at her and turn it into her strength. The narcissist? He's just another casualty of her transformation. He'll never know the version of her that walks away, because he was too busy thinking he could control her. He couldn't have been more wrong. And now? Now she's unstoppable. The game is over. The tables have turned. And the narcissist? He's left in the dust, wondering how in the hell he ever let her slip through his fingers. But here's the cold, hard truth. He never had her. Not really. She was always playing a game he didn't even understand. And now, he's just another lesson learned on her way to becoming the indestructible woman she was always meant to be. So, here's the bottom line. Narcissists will regret hurting loyal women. They'll never see the transformation coming. What starts as a betrayal ends as a powerful, irreversible metamorphosis. That woman? She rises from the ashes, stronger, smarter, and untouchable. Her silence? That's not weakness, it's her taking back control. And that final straw? It shatters the illusion, revealing a narcissist who's nothing but a fragile shell. When she walks away, she's not just leaving him, she's reclaiming her power. And when she rises from the flames, watch out. She's unstoppable. So if you've ever been through the fire, remember, you're not broken. You're reborn. And to all the narcissists out there, the regret is coming. It always does. If you like this, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.